G'day and welcome back for more Stationeers on Venus. And, other than being confused by ice, I'm struggling to remember what exactly I was doing last week. I think I was still trying to get over the mental gymnastics required to figure out how I was going to get more water. I think that was part of it. And, yeah. Slowly getting my base towards pressurized, but then realizing I don't actually have enough oxygen to do that by a considerable factor. I did also put in a lift last week, that's true. I did do that. And yeah, I'm just trying to think of what else I was doing so that I can try and do something. So I'm trying to see what next I need to do. What I know I need to do so that these all don't die, is actually harvest some of these plants. Which, you know, will almost certainly rot. As in the stuff I harvest from them, but I'm gonna need more of that rotting stuff for turning into nitrogen and volatiles, so that's okay. Mostly. Stack of 10 fern. Yeah, let's use that 10 fern and make hell. This one. No? This one? Chemistry station, yeah, it's this one. One cobalt. One silver. I'm kind of impressed by that little stack I made. Medic bell! Thank you. There we go. Rather than letting that fern go to waste, I now have 5 pills. Cool. Thanks, Daz. Thank you for a year. Anyone up for some line dancing? One step closer to depressurization events back. Oh. Hopefully not too many of those today. Fingers crossed. Oh. Do I not get... Huh. That's... interesting. Why have I not gotten rice seeds? Don't we have rice seeds as a separate thing to rice? Yeah. Why am I not getting rice seeds from my rice? Oh, and yeah, I know in the real world rice is rice seeds, but rice in game is a separate item to rice seeds, because rice seeds... unless they changed it? You can... And yeah, you're missing the point. You're missing the point. The issue is, rice rots, seeds don't. Last stream I'd already harvested the seeds. Oh, did I harvest the seeds from the rice? That makes sense. No, I think I'd already harvested the seeds of these. I think you're right. I harvested the seeds of some of the plants, the ones that I hadn't got a full stack of seeds of. That's where they've gone. Doop, 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 doop. Up on the shelf to rot. The control method of harvesting. Huh? Nope, doesn't do anything. I have no idea what you're talking about, Barnaby, because that made absolutely no difference. Ah, Alt. Ah, that's weird. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Feels strange. Feels very strange. Thanks, Jay Moran. Thank you for the Prime sub. And thank you, Abacus, for the 100 bits. Thank you very much. There we go. Can go there. I just thought I'd start off today with getting this harvest sorted so that I didn't end up killing all my plants again. Because that's sad. Ow! Poop. That's gonna be annoying. I think I like it sometimes, but not others. Also feels weird when I go to move my screen and I can't because I've got Alt pressed. No, I've got too many seeds, Daz. I don't need to save the seeds. I have so many seeds. So I figure I'm better off, getting all of the produce so that it can turn into rotted stuff so that I can use that rotted stuff. Because I don't really want to have to build more shelves just for seed storage. But yeah. Thanks, Thorland. Thank you for the Prime sub, and thank you, Chipsticks. Thank you for 25 months. And I should probably get out of this harvesting thing soon. I'm almost done. At least this is somewhat speeding it up. Guarantee, though, next time I come to harvest, I'm gonna have forgotten. Seeds can actually be composted too. They count as food, so the fertilizer gets a yield boost. Okay. It's fine. Okay. This is requiring too much concentration using a new keybind. So, last week we had the issue with the ice coming out of nowhere, and I cannot actually recall exactly what I thought the problem was, but I feel like I came to an answer on the problem by the end of last week. I think we'd realized that the water had frozen first, and that created the freezing of the eventual freezing of the CO2. So they were connected, but temporarily separate events. At least I know where the pollutant came from in my post-filtration line because of me having volatiles get through to there. Which does make me think I need to filter the volatiles off earlier. Obviously, I decided to do the volatile filtering after cooling to prevent ignition, but I think I might actually need to take the volatiles out earlier in the loop. So I was thinking I might re-pipe things a little bit and see if I can do that without too much trouble. Let's put this on before I go through the airlock. That's going to make me go to vacuum. Ah. Sure, that's an interesting thought. I wonder if I've still got a pick that I could use. Let's see if that does work. Hmm. Okay, there we go. There's some voxel sticking through. Apparently, I've previously used a pick to get this out, but no, doesn't work. Won't even start doing the thing. Oh. Oh, I gotta hit him from above or the same level. So I can hit stuff in the floor to get rid of it. Like that. Yep. Okay. So I can clear the floor, but I can't clear the roof. Interesting. So if I was going to try and pull off the volatiles early, I wonder if I should have the volatile be the very first bit in the loop. As in, the mix goes straight to the volatile filters, and then goes back around to the pollutant filters. That'll be awkward to pipe, which might be annoying. Hmm. Let's get rid of these, because they don't need to be there. Alright. Double tap F, no longer works. Gotta press G. Alright. Yeah, I want the volatiles gone before the pollutant, because otherwise they'll generate pollutants, so the volatiles do need to come off first. Yeah. Volatiles off first, then pollutant, then that should be good. Chat, we've been through this so many times as to why I chose to do my filtration in series rather than in parallel. For the sake of the people watching the VOD and not having to listen to that again, I'm not going to go over it again. Alright, how am I going to do this neatly? Well, there are other ways I can cool the volatiles, because I do want the volatiles to be cooled. But I want them cooled to the same as the oxygen, so what I'll probably do is just set up a heat exchanger between the oxygen and the volatiles so they just stay cool. So the volatiles stay cool. You're welcome, Numbo. Thanks, Redbeard. Thank you for the 30 months. Man, I can't read. And thank you, Jamish. Thank you for the 15 months. And yes, Salaroth, combustion can be fun, but not always fun. Depends how much of you is on fire. Right. Trying to think where to start this process. I think I break it here first. Yes, I think I can safely do that. What ridiculous is this? Suggesting I start at the beginning? Who starts at the beginning? The middle's usually the best bit. Especially if we're talking various food products. Alright, I might just bring this across at this level. You guys are fine to backseat. It's just the thing about the sorting I spent so long talking through. I just really don't want to talk through it again. I've explained my reasoning and I don't want to explain it further. Or again. Yes. You can backseat, but I may well just ignore you. That's how this works. If I... Wait. I was looking at the wrong thing there. There are no volatiles in there. Fine. So, let's get rid of that. And take that off. I need to join this side up to here. Oh, this was all nice and tidy before. Now I've gone and made it a mess. Oh well. Makes it look more like the inscrutable refineries that I imagined it being. Okay, now we go off this. I have to get over to the pollutant one. I think I'll just drop a single... Oops. Grab these out. Don't need to be there. Chipsticks. I love that you chose donut as your example for something that has the best bit in the middle. Well played. That almost got high pressure. That could have been a problem. Now... Where am I getting to? I'm getting to over here. I gotta get past that water pipe. So we'll go down. Okay. That should get me the bypass I'm after. But I need more pipe. Hopefully this will mean that any stuff that I have coming off from the, whatchamacallit? The composter and combustors and other things in there can get filtered correctly so that it doesn't combust. If the pressures are kept low enough, which hopefully they will be with everything just kind of working constantly now. And I have completely lost track of whatever shenanigans chat are trying to pull with things they're suggesting to me. So I'm just going to be blissfully ignorant. Composter, that's an unfortunate name to have in a game where I'm about to build a bunch of stuff related to composters. It's the sort of thing that's gonna make you feel targeted. Okay. That should do it. Ah. Ah. There is another thing I need to do. Need a little tank. And I need a pressure regulator. And I need the pumps things. Ah, it's so much more I need to do. Need to set up all this stuff again. Ugh. So I don't blow the tanks. Alright. Extra steps. Extra steps. Oops, where am I going? Barnaby, not the case here. So, yes, I'm well aware that pipe networks are instantly equal in Stationeers. The amount of combustion will not be the same both ways, though. And more importantly, if there is combustion, the pollutant will be filtered off before it gets back into the breathable gas mix. That's the bit I was fixing. The pollutant is not going to be stored in the post-cooling mix. But because this tank will often end up empty, the amount of combustion that can happen in it will be reduced because it'll be under such low pressure when the volatiles are taken off that they can't combust. So no, that's not correct. The combustion will not be the same both ways. It could actually be worse this way sometimes if I've just used the furnace, but it should most of the time be better. Most of the time. Have I got a spare tank up here? I do, yeah. Cool. Insulated tank, I need a couple of pumps. And you need an IC housing. And then another integrated, and then another IC10 chip. Hot volatiles in a huge tank doesn't really matter, as long as the pressure in that tank never gets above bursting. The temperature of the volatiles doesn't matter if there's no oxidizer for it to react to. It only matters for trying to get the ratios right, and as it gets hotter, the ratios are going to be all wrong for the things that I use combustion in. Hey, Zuriel. Thanks for 26 months. There's no pollutant or volatile in any of the ices, Sinzamac. It does mean that I don't have any way to filter off the volatiles from that ice crusher, so I should not use it for volatiles anymore, though. What was I doing? IC10. Thanks, Worms. Thanks for the Prime sub. But yeah, I need to not forget about that ice crusher. Just start throwing volatile ice in it. That'd be bad. Sinzamac, should what go into the big brown tank? What's that? Heat exchange. Check that there for now. That should be enough pipe to work with. Crushed ices? Arguably, yeah, because then I'd have to do less work to cool the whole stuff down, and then I wouldn't end up with super cooled gases in these tanks. I decided not against doing that because I was worried about combustion inside the big brown tank. So I didn't do it. But arguably, yes. Okay, so we got to set up our pumps again. And we got to set up all this stuff again. Alright. Let's get some frames down because I'm going to need them. Work from. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Ah, inline tank. Need inline tank. Do I need an inline tank? I know I put them in here. Why did I put them in there? I don't recall. It's annoying when I do things like that and I don't actually remember why I've done them. Whether there was any good reason or whether I did it at first thinking I had a good reason and then it turns out I actually didn't. For overpressure reasons. Yeah, I figured that's why, but does it really happen? Anyway, I'll put them in again. Better to be safe than exploded. Oh, the pipe links were, yeah, they were so short. That's right. You're right, Takari. They were so short that the filter could pressure it up really quickly and the pump couldn't clear it as easily. That sounds familiar. And do I need 2 of these or 4 of these? May as well make it all match. I should probably deal with my suit. My suit. So let's try and match the setup. The setup goes... dirty toward the back. Gonna need to move that power cable, I think. I'm gonna try and match perfectly, because all the others are. power cable just runs down the side. No, no way am I moving the tanks. Then I have to move what's in the tanks. No, no, no. Tanks are staying right where they are. Doop, 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 doop. No, no. Oh wait, yeah, this one doesn't need a tank. This needs the tank. Oh yeah, 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 it's the pollutant that needs the tank. Because this is already the giant tank. We need the tank before pollutant, we need it over here. Thank you. Now, am I actually using the input from the big tank? At all? On this chip? No. No, I'm not. Cool. Okay, I've got to rearrange all this then. And go straight up to the wall. Nope. IC doesn't go in the filter. Doesn't have enough ports. Pretty sure that's why I didn't put it in there in the first place. Also, I think it's is that one controlling all of them? Oh, it is. It's controlling both of these. That's right. That makes it a bit more awkward to move. Indeed, Shadow Dog. Dog making strange sounds behind me and then flapping ears. Charlie's been very happy with herself to have finally convinced me to let her sleep in the shed overnight. She, that's what I leave her in the shed, and she seems quite pleased with this arrangement. Not that she disliked her crate, or she never showed any signs of disliking it, but she certainly seems happy that I don't have to lift her up and force her to go to bed when I go to bed. Because yes, the 46 kilo dog forces me to actually lift her up, physically lift her up to get her to get out of bed. Yes, it is a considerable workout when I have to do it. trying to get this in the right spot. I think that's pretty right. Let's turn that back on. Hopefully... No! It's flashing an error! Arrgh. Yeah. Hope. Yeah. I'm gonna connect this again and reset the devices, but even though I don't think I was using this. But yes, you're right. I do need to reset the devices, and I don't know which way I've got them. So this is gonna go well. Okay. Everything is reconnected as it was. Ah. Filter pollutant. Filter pollutant. Tank phase 1. Tank waste phase 1. Filter N2O. Tank waste phase 2. Okay. Yeah, I probably should have turned that off before I did that. Uh-oh. Why is this off? Huh? Yeah, if it's been turned off, shouldn't I be able to turn it on, though? Yeah, there's no power to this area power control. This is a separate one. Why is this power... run out? I probably turned off the APC. Ah, yep, could be that. Does look like it's off. There we go. Thank you. That was the device I turned off. Kill. Hopefully no horrible explosions. Now, next thing...
Hunger caution.
I need to copy that code and set up the new housing to turn off this when it's at the wrong pressure. Okay. We don't need a tank back here, so we can just pop that there. But we will need post filter, little tank, and pump. So I'd put a pump there. We can probably just leave things roughly... Oh no, I'll tidy it up. Yeah, definitely should have shut off the thing while messing with the pins. I kind of realized it and then saw the comments in chat at the same time. And, it was too late by then. What am I doing? Where am I going? Who am I? That's pump. And turn on. Yep. At least the filter's going to be fully effective now. Not that the volatiles are in any sizable volume, so it's really not a problem, but, you know, for the sake of safety. This line has just 55 kilopascals of pressure. And this one has 1 megapascal and the tiniest bit of volatiles. And yeah, this is still processing. Cool. Thanks, Drakadar. Thank you for 28 months. Then second pump. I'll do it like I've done that one. Pump would be here. I just have to rework that brown pipe. Which, yeah, could be done neatly. Power it up first. Do-do-do. Man, this is when it really sucks to be working on something you built and thought you'd finished. Like, I really thought I had actually finished this part of my base. I thought, yeah, I've done this. I don't need to touch this now. I can consider this to be complete. And it was a really good feeling. And now it's been taken away from me, because I was wrong. Yeah. I mean, it's also a good thing, like, because it means iterative change and stuff can also be fun, but it's just like, oh, I really thought this bit was one bit I wasn't going to need to mess with, as in the order of the filtration. That, clean that up. Okay, piping sorted. What on earth was I doing with this chip? No, This was turning the filter. Oh, it's just turning the filters on and off. Was I leaving the pumps on permanently? Looks like I never turned the pumps off. Huh. Should I be turning the pumps off? Yeah, I was just preventing overpressure. It seems like I didn't decide to save power by having the pumps turn off. Oops, wrong. Ah! Wrong color. Need red. Yeah, the next one has stuff that turns the pumps off. Because I have the pumps kind of cycling and doing things and all sorts of other shenanigans, but... do I care? Do I care enough? How much does a volume pump use? 200 watts. That's not a small amount.
Hydration critical.
Ah. Wait, what did I name these ones? Yeah. It is probably not super required that I disable the pumps, but it does seem like it could be worth doing in the long run. Hmm. Oh, yeah. What am I going to call that phase tank? Because I had it at phase 0, 1, 2, but now there's something before 0. That's awkward. Oh, and I need to... Oh. Oh, I need to plug in that tank as well. But I don't know if that's going to be... It's just going to be easier to measure, to put a pipe sensor on this. Rather than trying to cable that in. So I think... I'm on a separate network. On this side. Yes, I am. Yeah, I might use pipe sensor. Pipe analyzer. Phase 0, 0. Yeah, I could call it phase 0, 0. That works. Like kids' clothing sizes. Which is... a useful memory aid for me. Pipe analyzer. It's my Snickers. As I mentioned before, I didn't do them in the ACs, the filter units themselves, because they don't have enough device pins, and I didn't want to mess with hashes. Okay, I'm gonna redo this pipe once again. Let's get this moved over so that I can put the analyzer up on the surface. So it's not all tucked in and hidden. Okay. Done. Nice. Around. Turn you on, because I'll forget. Cool. That sorts that out. And...
Hunger critical.
oh, fine, I'll eat. Jeez, game. So insistent. I got a muffin. I got to do. I have to make one then. Doop, 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 doo. Yep, complaining I'm not allowed to starve in silence. Let me starve in silence. One sec, just gonna fill up my water bottle. Oh, the airlock processes. Just a hint on the back seating stuff. The moment anyone says, why don't you do this? It's really simple or it's really easy. That's the quickest way for me to ignore everything that you're saying. Because it's not simple and it's not easy for me. Okay, right. Back to over here. Let's put the icy housing down. Yes, the simplest approach when people tell me something is simple that I don't find simple is to just ignore it. Simplest way to not get frustrated. I need to isolate these, or have I got enough? It's gonna be easy enough. Phase 00 waste. Pump vol and pump vol waste. Okay. Just renaming as many things as I can to try and make this make some degree of sense. Have you tried closing your eyes when you read chat? It's the simplest way. I mean, when I read chat, I am effectively sort of closing my eyes to what I'm doing in the game, which can I remember the amount of problems that caused when Capac and I were streaming Euro Truck Simulator, and I'm driving along in traffic and I'm reading chat and I'm like, yeah, see, this is why you don't text and drive. It's real bad. Yeah, let's assign some pins. D0 can be the filter. Oops. Filter volatiles. D1 can be clean pump. Waste pump. And then the analyzer. Which is that. Okay. So I need to load up the pressure from this and switch off all of the things if the pressure on this is high. And that's kind of it. Like, that's literally it. That's all I'm doing here. I don't think there's anything more I need to do. I also probably want to load up the state of the filters here and switch it off if that's... if they've run out as well. See you, Tari. Yeah. Do I have this checking the filter state? No, this is just pressure. These are only dealing with pressure as well. I wasn't actually dealing with the thing. Okay. I might just ignore the filter things for now. Just get something set up that's going to work. Oh, yeah, slot reading's an extra thing. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that. Let's just call that a no. I think we can just start with a clean slate. Alias D0 volatile filter. Oops, I did that wrong way around, didn't I? Vol. Pump vol D1. Pump vol waste D2 and analyzer D3. So now, what was that thing that you guys were trying to get me to do? It's like a why did my mic overload just then? Why did my mic peak? Weird. Anyway, set less than? Was it one of those commands? Hey! No, Mike, chat was not trying to get me to shower. The YouTube comments were, but chat wasn't. At least I didn't read that in chat. So define pressure high 30,000. And still need to load, don't I? Load into R15 D3 pressure. Yeah. I need to compare... Basically... Hmm. Hmm. How do I convert this into a thing that's going to tell the pumps and the filter to turn off? So, register equals 1 if A is greater than B. Okay. No less than. Because that will turn on. So, we can go R14 if A is greater than B. So, if R15... No. A is less than B. R15 is less than... Press I. Yeah. And... How do I... Then do I just do set? Filter... Just set. Filter vol... R14. Set. Pump. Vol. R14. Set. Pump. Vol. Waste. R14. Then I just need that to loop. Oh, right, on. Need to type the on bit. That helps. Wait, which way around is this? Oh, logic type then. Whoops, got those the wrong way around. Hmm. Jump to start. Oops, and the colon. Yield. That should work, I think. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I think that works. Confirm. Export. I don't need to worry about mode on the filter. I can just turn the filter off because I'm not using its chip. So it can turn off and that is fine. Cool. In theory, that should work. I have no idea how I would create a test scenario to make sure it doesn't, but to make sure it does, but oh well. Okay, so filtration room now hopefully in a better state, which means I can now get back to other things I was doing, such as finally throwing this iron frame into my recycler. Been meaning to get rid of that for a while. So, our combustor. That's why we were getting water coming through. Combustor is working. That's being automatically turned on from time to time. Oxygen is... Oh, I'm out of volatiles. Cool. Not so cool. This should just... This is increasing the pressure. Oh no, there are volatiles coming. Oh, there's occasionally volatile coming through. Why is there a... Oh no. Apparently I'm just terrible at mousing. So there's still a bit of volatile left. If the volatiles are hotter, that's actually not bad. That's good for this. So the reason that's good is there'll be fewer volatiles per unit of volume because they're hotter. Fewer volatiles per unit of volume means I get a more oxygen-rich setup, which is fine because I wanted it oxygen-rich anyway. So hotter volatiles is better than colder volatiles. Now apparently it's always going to leak some volatiles through, which is annoying, but because I'm filtering the volatiles off first, hopefully that's less of an issue now. I don't want to do a perfect mix. I want an imperfect, oxygen-rich mix. It is on purpose. Then... Yes, I could pop some of this stuff out and try and smelt it, but I don't know what any of it is when it pops out. Do I? What does this say it is? Stack of 19 reagent mix. So if I shove this in the furnace... Do I need a hot furnace, or can I use a normal, the Venus furnace? I'll use the hot one just in case. Electrum! How'd you come? Wait, pop something out. Oh. It can't, because it needs to stop before it pops it out. That'd be fun if you could override that and it just flings out at a massive rate. Just gonna let this all pop out so that this can keep processing because there's a heap of stuff in there. There you go. Come here, Iron. And pop that into... Yeah. Can as well. That goes over there. That goes up there. Nope, it's full. That goes in one of these ones then. To be sorted. By future me. So I can get angry at past me. $50 reagent mix of 2 different types. I'm gonna guess they're steel. Look at that. Steel. Yep. So that's emptied out now, at least. It should be able to process more of those reagent mixes that are in there and whatever's coming out of the recycler. I should have done this before. But I honestly looked at it and was like, this is going to take a lot of effort and I don't want to do that. But actually, it really doesn't take much effort at all. It's good to know. It might be worse once I start getting more weird little bits of stuff. Oh dear. Reagent mix, gotcha. Terrible concept on so many levels. Okay. So the next thing is, I guess, seeing how close I am with water to be able to use the volatiles? To use the composter? And setting that up? Maybe? Where do I need to go for checking the water? Through here. Let's see where I'm at. Have I got any water in here? Oh, I've got liquids! Woo! Look at that. I've actually managed... Oh no, I think it's evaporating. Oh, maybe not. And it is warm enough for a shower too. It's not freezing anymore. The heat exchanger works. I think this is actually giving... I've finally gotten enough water in here that the line is now primed and I can actually have liquids. Not enough liquids to do anything with, but I have liquids. So, if I'm that low on the whole liquids... How low am I on the... Yeah. That was low pressure before, that's fine. How much do I have in here? Still got a moderate amount in there. So, at the moment, I'm generating oxygen from CO2 in the atmosphere using the plants. The plants are producing it at probably a rate faster than my Stationeer is actually consuming it, I think. But it's a rate that's going to be pretty slow overall, and it's going to take me quite a long time before I can get enough to do much with. Oh, and hey, Drakeadar. Sorry, I missed that. Thanks for the 25 months. How's it going? Yeah, so what I'm trying to think about is how to go about getting more water. Obviously, the traders are an option, and I can go out and do that, and I know how that loop works. And I can easily... It's just a matter of patience, really. Which is why I'm thinking about other paths that might get us there. But just trying to figure out how long it's going to take to get there. Because... yeah. I've got about 34 kilomoles of oxygen in the oxygen tank and about 5 kilomoles of volatiles in the volatiles tank. So it's not going to get me all that much water. So Yeah, I'm pushing rockets aside as a maybe I'll deal with them another time. So the remaining options are the composter or putting the stuff in the furnace to do it, to get volatiles off it that way. So I think if I want to make enough water to then use the composter, I would need to have a lot more water in my water supply, which means I need a lot more volatiles, and the way to get the volatiles is through combusting the waste plants, which means I need more plants, which means I probably need to expand the greenhouse to produce switchgrass and make it turn into waste, and yeah. Do I dare? Do I feel like I'm focused enough to expand the greenhouse and not destroy everything? I don't know. This makes me nervous. How might I go about that in a different way? What if I dig above and then I dig like a mining corridor all the way through from the vacuum here and then build the area for the second greenhouse bit? That could work. Worst case scenario, I end up popping out and venting into this place. Alternatively, if I don't go over the top, I could go down the bottom, which might actually be safer. Let's do that. Let's take my lift. I haven't used my lift today. Oh. Actually, greenhouse going up. Hmm. Is there an easy way to put some stairs in there? Let's have a look. Hey, Prince Space. Because I'd always thought of expanding it horizontally and going further out and putting the automated greenhouse further away, but it doesn't have to go that way. We could go up. Where would I put the stairs? Like, the stairs could be back here. Where this space is right here. Though I was thinking of putting bridges and things there. Alternatively, I could I could extend this wall a little bit further so that the stairs can go there. Or that one light could be mounted differently so that I can just put the stairs out that way. Might look neatest. Just have stairs going up here. Five killer moles to about 61 liters of water. Yeah, I need a lot more than that. Really. Lift instead of stairs. I kind of like having stairs in here because they are quicker. Like, for a single level, stairs are just so much quicker. I think I'll build up. And I'll put the stairs in there, and yeah, then I can just build on the top of this. And that should make it really easy for piping the water around. Oh, but... No, I'm not going to. I'm gonna extend out this way. And I think I'm just gonna extend... Ooh, do I want to make them separate rooms? I don't think I do. Originally, my plan for the mechanized bit of the farm had been to kind of hide it in a room just so that I could ignore it and pretend it doesn't exist because messy, but I wonder with the Larry whether I now will be happy to have it exposed and visible because motion and moving things and fun. Phantom gas when you dig? No. Phantom gas when you break frames? Yes, has been fixed, apparently. Just don't make it so big you turn it into a world. Yes. Well, I can put like a glass door between them. Or put glass walls between them. Maybe I do glass walls between. So there is a separator, there's a divider. If I'm gonna do that... What the heck, let's go up. That'll give me an excuse for having a lift going to another floor. Eventually, maybe... Oh, I don't know what to do. Ah, I can't make up my mind. Why is this such a difficult decision? I'm going up. I'm going up. I wanted to build something that was building up, because if I can get out from digging, then to expand rooms, all I need to do is slap a whole bunch of cladding on, vacuum it out, and then I can open up and get inside. Heaps better. I'm already very close to bedrock because, well, Venus. Venusian bedrock is really low. Really high, sorry. Now the question is, how far does it go before I get to greenhouse? I figure if I keep going straight, I know I've gotten to the greenhouse when the frames stop. I might put some walls and an unpowered door between me and this before I start digging up. Because I'll almost certainly get to outside. There we go, that would be the edge of the greenhouse. Which I did the old way and did not build up. So I'll need to fix that. I'm fairly confident I don't have enough ground height above me to stay in the hill, but I might do because I am inside a hill. I'm not sure. I think it's going to be bad. I think it'll pop out, but I'm not sure. So I'll plan as though it will pop out, because that's probably the safer option. You know what? How about you can just go there. And random gas prices can just go in there. And yeah. Now I have more space for mining. Shadow Drake, I'm not an achievement kind of person. I mostly don't care. I'll occasionally do achievements when I'm a bit bored, but most of the time I don't really worry about them. It's just I've never needed that sort of extrinsic motivator. Sometimes I like them, but most of the time I'm just like, whatever. Like I don't think I even have all of the Space Engineers ones. And I'm pretty sure you can get them all with cheating into creative mode. What am I doing? Door. Okay. Capac's always been very much a achievements completionist kind of person. And so I've done a few of those sorts of things with him in the past. But I've just never really been all that fussed by it. I mean, sometimes I've done it just so that I can say I'm 100% and he's not. Which is how you know we've been friends since high school. Because I might have done that in Rocket League. Yeah, maybe once. Or twice, or every time they added extra achievements. But... There we go. We have a safety hatch. But yeah, I'm probably not going to worry about the achievements until I'm like, what else could I do today with this game? Are any of these achievements interesting to me? And that's the other thing. I haven't actually looked at what the achievements are in Stationeers. There might be some fun ones. Might be some things I find interesting to do. Or that push in a particular direction that I haven't really tried before. And I should make this abundantly clear. Me saying I'm not that interested in achievements is in no way an indictment of people who do find that interesting. Just not for me. I need to bring a bag. Also, I have 2 kilopascals of gas in here. Probably because there was a little pocket somewhere in here of external atmosphere. Let's go get a bag. Otherwise, this digging out is going to take 3 years. Wait, why did that get a oh, right, that's why. Because it's capable of a swap, but it's full. Empty. Empty-ish. Okay, that's going to give me a lot more time. Let's go back. I'm curious now that you guys have brought it up. There we go. I already have 3 achievements. Furnace Apprentice, smelting steel. Max out hydration by drinking max food quality, and plant a potato. I've achieved some already. these over here. Get them out of the way, mostly. The annoying thing as well when a game, for me, when a game adds achievements long after you've been playing it, is the number of things that you know you've done and that were a bit painful to do, and you don't really want to do them again in order to get it just to get a Steam achievement that says you've done it. So there have been quite a few games I've played where the achievements got added long after I started playing. Dufty, as someone who always likes who prior to creating content, used to restart my survival saves in various games every couple of weeks, I get the urge to restart. I think it's why I was able to play Icarus for as long as I did, or I have so far, because I genuinely play that beginning bit of games way more than I can justify. Thanks, Nuki World. Thank you for 44 months. Planting a potato was painful. No. Planting a potato was not painful. But there are many games out there that do, like, put really weird things. They're like, yeah, I've done that. I really don't want to do that again. As achievements. I can't think of any good examples, but hopefully someone in chat can think of one. I know they're out there, and I know I've had this thought before, but I just can't think of an example right now. I probably don't need to have these open, actually. You can just fill them. I don't care what I put in what. Ah, so delightful. Mining in vacuum. Perfectly safe. So much quicker. Yes, okay. So this is where the edge of the greenhouse is. I need an extra 2 blocks in height, I think. I'd like. I don't want to make this a really cramped room. I want to have the 2-block high ceiling.
Air tank low.
How low? Yeah, that's okay for the moment. I got time.
Hunger caution.
Yeah. This has really been the quickest digging I've done, and I still haven't popped through the ceiling. But I have to go another block higher. At least half a block. Any other bits? Yep, there's another bit. See how much of this I can get out so I don't have to mine it once I remove the frames. There'll still be some. Okay. Now, Need to go at least this high. Like, that's probably as high as I do need to go. So I need to have room for... The second story of the greenhouse will be placed where these frames currently are sitting. So if I move the frames, leaving a 1 block gap between these frames and the ones I build above them, that should be fine. No, 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 no. I won't vent the base. The reason I won't vent the base is because if I pop out to outside, I will, instead of going back through my hatch, I will then go out the hole I just opened up. That's my plan anyway. And then I will figure out what I'm going to do to evacuate, like to draw this place to this bit to vacuum before I connect it up to my plants. Because that's the other thing. As I expand this, I am going to need to connect it to my plants. Ah, hole. My door is open? Oh, it is open. Thank you. Oops. Oopsie. My bad. Thank you. Build a safety door. Don't use the safety door. Sounds about right. So my thoughts on the rockets in Stationeers, and one of the reasons I've hesitated going that route, is that if I'm going to go for rockets, I kind of feel like that would be a let's get the terraforming mod in, because then I would need to use lots of rockets to get lots and lots of material to try and change the atmosphere. That's kind of where I was at with that, and I thought I'd just leave rockets to be a thing I do at the point that I'm ready to give that a go. Okay, I think this is good. Now, just need more frames and steel sheets, and we've got space to go up. Yeah. Whee. Alright, let's go fill my oxygen bottle since I've got all those warnings. Exactly. Exactly. You don't need oxygen when you got drills that can drill as fast as that one did. Put the pipes back. I don't need those. Let's start getting some frames made. Let's go put these in the recycler since I'm going to go into the furnace room now. Put those back. Centrifuge still running? Yay! It's doing things. In you go. I will admit, I do enjoy having my, having those shelves clear of so much of the junk that I'd accumulated. What am I going to complete the furnace room by putting the window and wall back? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a good answer for that either way. Like, I don't have a I'm gonna keep at their ages to mess with people, because I'm not sure that's true. I also don't have a actual idea of when I will feel motivated enough to pick that as the next task. Don't know. I can say with some degree of confidence that I would put that in at the point where this corridor has been clad and made breathable. That feels like a pretty safe assertion, I think. I'm not going to worry about closing off the corners, the existing part, but I'll close off the corners for the new bit.
Hydration critical.
Get those welded up. I'm thinking this space needs to be pressurized, at least partially, before I pop it open into the new space. Into the old space. I do worry that it will take so long to fill that the plants would die in the interim. So I think I would be smartest to pressurize it a little bit. I think. Make a task list and let chat choose that? Nah. That's not gonna happen. Letting chat choose what task I do next. I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to quote someone associated with, was it Civ? Given the opportunity, the player will optimize the fun out of a game. I should make more steel sheets, I think. No, soon, because I need to weld these up before I can put the next ones down. Given the opportunity, a dev will whine about how people play the game. I mean, that's probably also true, but I think the assertion that players will optimize the fun out of a game is also accurate. I don't think those two things are mutually exclusive. Thanks, Taz. Thanks for the probe sub. Do I have more steel sheets up there? I do not. Okay. It would take a lot of it'd take more effort, I think, to overpressure the current greenhouse than to set up the piping for the new bit before I pop it open. I think. We'll see though. Regardless, I've got a whole lot of stuff to build first, or I can even get to that point. There is a part of me that kind of wants to just pop it open because, you know, popping these things open is exciting. It's fun watching systems recalibrate themselves. I mean, the reality is every game dev tells you how to play their game. That's kind of their job. Because it's the restrictions that breed the creativity, that make games fun. And they need to pick, as best they can, the right restrictions. Do they always get it right? Of course not. Humans. Like humans can be used as an explainer for a lot of things that go wrong. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna pop through and just see what happens, but I might save the game before I do. I feel like that's a fair point to do a save at, because it could be catastrophic, but it could also be fun to watch. Pop through and re-weld if it's going too low. Interesting thought. That could be an approach. Could you put in a door and just open and shut it real fast? Yes, you could. You could do that as well. But there are many frames between here and then. No, Barnaby, it's not doubling the volume because you haven't accounted for the basement where I've got all the fluid storage and stuff. So it's increasing it by 50%. Yeah, basement's too high. I build everything pretty much everything too high because it just feels nicer. Although Stationeers is better than a lot of games at making one block high spaces feel okay. Because the player character is pretty short. Yeah, it's weird though. While one block high is technically probably the same, or in some instances even higher than a lot of houses, I often find that in games I want my roofs to be, my ceilings to be even higher than that. And I think it's because of the field of view. Oh, actually, you might be right, Holman. The basement might be just one block. Yeah, because it's only got one set of stairs. Or is it a double stair? No, it's a single stair. So yeah, it is only one. So there is some ratio of change between the current size and the future size. That is what we can say for sure. There is a difference. It will indeed be larger. But also, since it's at 100 kPa, even doubling the volume, it should be fine. For the plants, at least. Oh, that's what I need to do. I need to turn on the powered vents so that this place fully depressurizes. I want this to be full vacuum before I close it up. Nah, I've only got the one printer. One printer of each type. That's all I got. Let's turn this on. Yes, I'm sure flow rate inwards is very limited, because there is basically nothing here. Also close to nothing. Oh. Huh. Maybe I don't need to evacuate this. This is actually safe air. There's no pollutant. Never mind. Turn you off. I'm interested to see how quickly the systems I have in place actually manage a change like this. It'll be cool to see, I think. Because it's a pretty brutal shift in pressures and everything. It'll be interesting to see whether it catches up quickly or whether it takes an absolute age for the pressures to correct. Oh, I wish this was quicker. I know I could just build another printer and that would speed things up, but I still wish it was quicker without having to go to that length. Okay. How many more frames am I gonna need? Quite a few. No, I need a speed module on my assembler. That's what I need. Got enough power, I can afford it. How many? I'm probably halfway done, I think, with these frames. Switch back to sheets. I did frame up the lip. Previously I'd made all my rooms kind of just out of the absolute bare minimum of frames, but more recently I've been trying to make them into neat cuboid structures so that I actually fill in those edge pieces. I decided to do that because I think it makes it a bit safer if I do any expansions going forward. It should slightly reduce the risk of me doing something silly and popping out. And also makes it a bit clearer where the edge of a room is. Because instead of running into a frame and going, is this the wall or is this part of the ceiling? You just know that this is part of a room. And it is, if you find the edge, you've found the only edge on that side. Which is kind of handy. Need more sheets. Daz, there's a problem with what you just said. If Capac is a zebra, wouldn't he work for greens? Capac working? He works very hard doing other things. I think even Capac would disagree with that. I'd say he makes every effort to not work hard all the time. He will sometimes put in a bit more effort if he knows that effort is going to annoy me. Sometimes. Sometimes the ability to irritate is enough of a motivator for him. Which I can totally relate to. Yes, indeed. Procrastination keeps me busy. That's precisely it. Okay. Almost done. Almost. Might wait for the sheets a bit this time. This game feels like fundamental programming with two registers, left and right hand. I think I almost understand enough to know what you're getting at there, but not quite. That... I guess that makes sense. It's kind of what I'm saying. I'm sure it makes, or doesn't make sense, more to others. Oh, Charlie. Alright, I'll let you out, girl. One sec. What am I making this room? This is an expansion for the greenhouse. Jeez, dog. It's an expansion for the greenhouse. So that I can grow switchgrass and other faster growing stuff. Okay. Alright, Charlie. Yes, I know, it's very exciting. You make a noise. And battery out of the door. Ah, dog. Cursed insects. Are you inside my room? Yeah, I think that's enough frames, so let's get some more steel sheets. Oh, actually, I'm probably slightly short. But close. Oh no. I have exactly the right amount. Aha! Winning. Indeed. It's magic. It's magic! I do that too often, people will trial me as a witch. I am on Venus, so being burned alive is well within the realms of possibility. Horman, which one do you mean as the normal planters? The planters that I'm using, I'm pretty sure are the ones that Larry works on? I think? I have not walked out of the dining room with my suit off yet, nor out of the greenhouse. And yes, burned alive has happened many times already. Okay, that's rose good. That rose good. I don't want to get this wrong. I want to make sure, absolutely sure that everything is welded up. Okay. Looks good. Let's seal her up. And now, for the moment of truth. How many of these have I got? Yeah, I'll leave that going for a bit. Oh, I need the planter with a data port. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Fine, I'll do a save. What? No, don't send a message. Alright. Crowbar. Actually, no, not there. Let's do it in the spot I'm actually planning on removing it. Yeah. Then we go with this. Here goes. Oh yeah, I should have... Ah, no, don't do that. Should have this out. 106 kPa. Woo! Off go the frames! mean, the sheets... Are the sheets going to come back down? Whoa, whoa. No, they're not. Because, like me, they got pushed all the way through. Let's just put that away for a sec. And now, we're getting rid of the rest of this. Oh no! I hadn't... Ah, no. My light mountings! They're ruined! Oh. No. I'm gonna have to change them all. Okay, grinder, let's get these frames out. Still more gas coming out. I don't think the main room's dropped below 50 kPa. Yep. Cool. The gas mix should be fine. Yeah, it's still predominantly O2. Decent amount of CO2 and nitrogen. I'll be able to build this whole new greenhouse bit without my suit on. That's gonna be weird. Now, which are the things that it goes in through? Where is gas coming in from? Other ones, these. What's the pressure in the pipe? Oh, yep. That's gonna take a while to correct. Switchgrass. It doesn't seem to have any particular desires that are going to be a problem for me. Yeah, they don't... The gas ratios for plants are not particularly strict. They can handle quite a broad range. No, starting with this light mounting. It goes in there. Turn off my light. That was really bright. There we go. That goes there. Then I need to crowbar. Make that up. Ooh, gonna need to move that light too, aren't I? Coco wants warm, but I'm not sure whether it needs warmer than the others tolerate. Get rid of these last little bits. And we have the new space pretty much ready to go. Just need some stairs. Yeah, that's what I thought, Daz. I mean, lilies are their own beasts sometimes, even in the real world. Orchids even more so. Alright, I think we can stop you making stuff because I've got a few stacks of this now. What was I coming here to make? Stairs. Nope, stairs does not have an E in it. Oh, and now that's made. I need to have a look at what the hydroponics... Wait. What other hydroponics are there? Is there another one? There's the portable, and then there's the planter. That's the one I built. This one. Has it got a data port? Has two variants. Ah. Hydroponics tray versus hydroponics device. Okay, cool. So it is the same thing I need to make. Cool, cool, cool. Which means I need a whole lot of... not steel, iron. Why is this damaged? How did that steel sheet get damaged? And why am I fighting against Storm? I'm in world. How? How am I world? Again. I haven't expanded this area. I've got doors separating all the things. Yeah, but I've closed off the up now. Alright, thrust up. I mean, that shouldn't make any difference, because that's already should have been separating it from the world. So I'm wondering where I can separate. Where can I... Do I need to have something here? Like, this should have been separated, but is it? No. No, this is all continuous. Okay. Alright. So if I put a hatch in here for the moment, then I get these pipes moved, I can finish off those frames and I can separate this. Because this room is still counted as part of the same space as the other bit. That's probably the better bit to work on. Okay. Let's just weld, weld, weld. And this is probably the largest bit that I can separate out. I love that it was some damaged steel plate that allowed me to know that something was wrong. At least I don't have much floorage anymore, so it's not as bad as it once was. Did I remove the door to the filtration area? No? Doors are there. I think the door's above as well. Check. Make sure. No, there's still a door. So they're still separate. Is it? Let me just make sure it's counting as a room rather than world. Yep, room 26. And now this is counting as a room just because I've welded up a few frames. So I am that close to the limit. Interesting. Let's drop this thrust down. The distraction from whatever task I'm working on. Stationeers, you are way too effective at this. Does this mean I need to put in the airlocks now? Might do. Just get them done. Come on. Whoa. Oh, man. I just wanted to work on a greenhouse. If I put that... Yep, alright. Production room probably needs to be properly isolated, so let's get some airlocks built. Let's do it. Just get it done. Although, I don't need to actually have airlocks at the moment. I can just put doors in. I can just separate the spaces for now. So yeah, let's just make some doors. Oops. Door there. Door there. And then we'll have one door downstairs. So I don't think I need to have the double airlocks downstairs. I can just have one. And I think I'll just put it over here and close off this entirely. That means I need to rework this piping that goes to the dining room so it doesn't get embedded inside frames and becomes a nightmare. So, at least I can put this in. Was it with a skin wall on that side? Yeah, that's actually a good idea. If I just put wall blocks in here, then I don't need to worry about locking those thingos away. Pipes? Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Pipes. Also, if I fill in some of this floor, that will shrink this room a bit as well. We'll get that done. Yeah, I haven't used hangar doors in this save yet. I put some into our Terraformers Mars base, but I didn't actually use them. Oh, multiple repairs to do. Any more? Yep. So let's get some walls. Got some regular old walls. Padded wall, flat wall, wall. Let's make some walls. I've got the stairs for later. Why not just open the dining room to the greenhouse, then you don't need those pipes? You know what? That's a fair point. I could get rid of the airlock between the dining room and greenhouse and just open them together for now. Or dismantle the dining room. Move the fridge into the greenhouse. Move the water supply, everything in there. That'd probably work better. That does sound like a bigger task though, so I'm gonna stick with just putting the composite wall in for now. Just so that this becomes a separate room. So I don't actually have to close it off. I just have to put the wall piece there, I think. Let's check. See if I'm right. So we are currently in room 172. Oh wait, there's the whole big hole here. Oops. Need door. Yeah. Now we put a door down. And I put a wall in. And we see if these are in fact separate spaces. 174, 175. Cool. I have separated these spaces. So that has given me a lot of room back before things turn into world again, which is good. What we needed. Okay, back to building stairs.
Jetpack low.
Keeping the dining room separate doesn't actually make things safer, because I don't think I've separated them in such a way that
Jetpack low.
the dining room would be protected if the greenhouse failed. I think if one fails, both fail. Not sure I'm keen on that light, so I'm going to move it over. Which will also make me unhappy in other ways, but, you know. Can't win them all. Oh wait, what about just a long light? No, that still pops through the the railing. That's still awkward. Big one. Why is that not on? Oh man, I misplaced it by one block. Sure. Let's try that again. There we go. Huh. Huh. I had never noticed that I did that. Why did I offset this light so far from the others? I think it was to try and get the light onto the shelving better. Cool. Well, that's a thing. This is only at 80 kilopascals. I'm wondering how long it's going to take to get up to 100. Alright. So, next steps. Next steps probably be if I get some lights in here, then I can take my suit off while I work. I put the ceiling lights in. And then I have to figure out and try and understand some of how the Larry stuff works. I have no idea. Could use a portable light as a work light. That's a fair point. I'll be back in just a sec. I need to take a quick bio break. 1 moment.
Caution.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to chance it and work with the Larry and learn what they're currently doing. I don't think any of the changes they have planned for it should break it. They might make it more efficient, but I don't think they're going to break it. But, you know. So, I guess. Yeah, let's make a portable light. Let's make a work light. This will be fun. Yeah, the hunger's fine. My real world hunger, though, I am trying to deal with. No, I had no reason to make a canning station. I don't need preserved food. I say before I accidentally kill off all my stocks of food and then die. Water. Wait. Where do you make the portable light? Over here? Nope. There we go. Let's see how well this lights up the space up there. I would want 2 of them so I don't have horrible shadows causing issues. Wait. Ah. It's like, why is this not standing up? Don't worry, Shadow. You're not a horrible Shadow. You know that. Paint them. Don't know that we want to be in a weirdly brown glow or something. I'm not still printing them. I ran out of materials for them. I only had enough for 2. Yeah, that's not bad. That makes this space quite workable. At least while the fog's here. The first snack was a banana. The second snack, I'm not sure how well it's going to go on stream. Because it comes in plastic, which is not great. It is somewhat chewy. But it was the best option I had. It is a double dark choc with Belgian chocolate with roasted nuts thing. So like a weird, it's like a snack bar thing. How does that look from below? Almost exactly the same. Perfect. So it has to go to the side. And I know this will upset people, so I'll fix it. But I can't fix that one. They're all going to be going in so many different directions. Just because of the wiring. Oh no, this one's not going to work! No! I'm going to have to fix the wiring there. Yes. Finishing staples or nails does kind of feel that way. There we go. And they should all sit below the floor now.
Hydration critical.
Piping this for the water is going to be awkward. What do I need to do? I need to eat and drink. But I need to make... I think I just need to make a whole ton of iron so I can make all the hydroponics. And then make some of the Larry bits and start messing around with them. See, it does. Larry is the linear articulated rail entity. No, barbecue sauce, I can't make them T-junctions because then they'd get in the way of the wires,
Power low.
unfortunately. I could obviously deviate the wires and things like that, but the curves thankfully don't show, so it's okay. See you, Horman. Okay, let's make some Larry parts. Kit Larry. Hastalloy. Ooh, I haven't made Hastalloy. And I'm gonna need more Inconel. So Kit Larry, is there a separate kit? Kit Larry Dock Hydroponics, Kit Larry Dock Collector, Kit Larry Dock Cargo, Kit Larry Dock Bypass. Is a bypass just a rail? I know Kit Larry is what I want. But I also, you need to make rails as well, don't you? I was trying to look at what they cost to make. They really should, these linear rails should really have brackets Larry in them so they show up when you search for them. Search for Larry. That would make the searching function a lot more practical. Okay, they just require steel, so that's not too bad. I'm going to guess that this is not implemented yet. So I can ignore that for the moment. Hastalloy. Silver, nickel, cobalt. At a very narrow temperature range. And a fairly narrow pressure range. This might be a bit of a pain with my current setup. Because I don't have a way to pump cool gas in. Alright. Well. I'm going to make a decent amount of it. I need... Get the silver in. If I do... 200, 100, 100, and that way I won't hopefully have to make this again anytime soon. Do I have 100 cobalt? I think I might have to go through to the greenhouse to grab some of the cobalt that I had to the side. Or go outside and mine some. See you, Webs. Yeah. Let's go get that cobalt. I don't want to do any mining. Oop, 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 oop. And that. Split one. I've definitely got enough nickel. So I'm thinking the way to approach this and getting it, like getting this to the right pressures and things, will be to try and off-gas stuff and hold on to those gases as I go. Because I think that'll hopefully get me to the pressure without getting too hot. So I'm going to try and put everything in to start off with and see how hot it gets. And that's the problem as well. Because what is silver off gas to? Nitrous oxide. And cobalt. Volatiles. So I just ignited inside the chamber. So it's gotten even hotter. I should have pumped out the silver. Dang. Oh well, too late. Wait a second. Oh no, it's... I might have to just leave this sitting here and wait, let it cool down. I don't think I've got a way to get cool gas to it. Nuts. I knew there was something that causes an issue with that. Yeah, I know you can kind of cheese it by running ingots through. I might have to. Plus a bit of the water ice and... Yeah, I suppose I got that tiny bit of water ice and CO2 ice. What little difference that'll make to the temperature. Oh, it's brought it down a fair bit, actually. It's brought it down to below the target temperature, which is great, because the pressure's quite low. This might get me closer. So now we have to get up to 25 megapascals. While staying below 1000 Kelvin. Let's see what the chances are. Why is water a bad idea? I've got ways to sift off the water from the other end when it comes out, so I don't see water being a problem. Got water running through the waste pipe anyway. And it is already... There's no liquids in there, so that's fine. And I would have been able to get the liquids out anyway. Because I would have been able to convert those liquids back into gas by just pushing more hot gas in. So I've got 10 megapascals and 100 Kelvin, and I'm definitely going to hit the 100 Kelvin first. How close will we get? It's not too far off. $21. So maybe 100, maybe a bit over 100, maybe 150 degrees. It's a 50-degree range. That's tight. Okay, I'll do. Overshot deliberately because as it cools, the pressure will drop. So one option I'm thinking of doing is off-gassing some other ores into there. Could off-gas some gold. So if I pop out these reagents... Well, that's a thing. And now... Where's that? This through. And hopefully this is... Yep, temperatures are dropping. I can probably also do some copper. In fact, was it hot enough I could have done iron? Since I need to make iron? What does iron need? $800 Kelvin? Yep. Yeah, I could do iron. Perfect. Let's do that. Because we still need to go down a little bit further. Really need to move that. That one is really in the way of the handle. Before I've gone over pressure, so I'll need to take some of the gas out. Let's pop that down a bit. Nice. This is actually not that much of an annoying thing to make because of the ability to make iron and the fact that I actually need it. Because it's hot enough for that, at least. Okay, I think I pass one more iron through, and then we put all the reagents back in. Or do I just put the reagents back in? Do the reagents take heat when they get put in? Okay, reagents don't cool. Cool. Or should I say, nice. Ah. A lot of that bar is stuck in my throat. It's really annoying. Alrighty, that's going to be where I stop, I think. I'm going to get this out just to check exactly the temperature in there. 730 degrees. So it's still actually too hot. Now it's at the right temperature. Cool. And I got a bunch of iron made. Pop this back. Grab all of the reagent. Hope I don't miss any. And is that all of it? Any of it roll downstairs? Doesn't look like it. Yay! Wow. That's right, this is a tier whatever ingot, so I only get 100 from it. From all that input. But we have 100 Hastalloy. Huh. Oh, I don't have any more cobalt. I can't make any more. Just thinking, this is at the right conditions. Should I have quickly tried to off-gas another bunch in this furnace? So I take the reagents from it and put them in this to actually produce the alloy. But I don't have any more cobalt, so I'd have to go out and mine, and by then it'll be cool. So it won't do me any good. So I won't worry. I didn't have a full stack of cobalt in the greenhouse, and I took some of it to use here, so. Alright, Larry. Make. And make lots of those. That's probably a decent start. And that can stack with that. Those can go in there. Let's get the rest of those ingots. Yeah, I could cook up a ton of cobalt, copper in there. That's true. Thing is, with copper, I'm pretty sure I can do it from Venusian atmosphere as well, so it's kind of neither here nor there. I don't really worry about it. And guess I'll just go and put some of these in the machines. Which gold do you have? 57. You don't need more gold. How about you? 37. You can have more. Just realizing my shelf is just going to get so full of ingots the way I'm doing things at the moment. I'm tempted to just keep more of it in machines. So that's 16 of them. I know I'm going to need more than that later, but I think I'll stop at that for now. We've got our Larry. So let's make some rail. Was rail here? Get linear rail. Yeah, I mostly cleared out the centrifuge. It may well have gotten full again, I'm not sure. Okay, let's go play around with these for a bit. We'll grab these, take them through, because they need to come through with us. It's so nice working in a pressurized space so the game has sound. The lack of game sound does drive me a little bit crazy during these Friday streams for me. Because I play this, which doesn't have much sound, and then I play then I play Archean, which doesn't have much game sound either. So, Larry Dock. And rail, straight, station. Station is, I presume, where it can pick things up. Hmm. So, what I kind of want to do is have maybe 2 Larrys running in here. I don't want to use too much. But basically, the goal is to have the switchgrass growing, and whenever it's grown, the Larry comes along and picks it, replants it, and moves on to the next one. Think it might pay for me to just set up a test, really simple setup to get an idea of spacing and also how high this can be. Because I'm going to need to place the hydroponics trays above, like at this high. So the equivalent to the higher level ones downstairs. There's Hasink. Not place adjacent to a hydroponics device. So these have to be spaced like that. Which is going to make the lighting a bit less efficient. But I should be able to place them like this, because I don't need to walk around here if the Larry's doing all the work. Hmm. No, there's data on all of them. I did the data. Don't worry. It's on all of them. Okay, so what I might try and do as a test setup is, so I'm guessing the Larry can go down that far and doesn't... Oh. Why is my jetpack not working? Stabilizer's on. Why is my jetpack being weird? Oops. I know the fuel's low, but it's not out. Maybe the pressure needs to be substantially higher and it's only, because it's only 130 kPa higher, it's not enough. So what I think I'll try and set up first with the Larry is having those 10 in a loop. So it's managing all of them, and I'll see if that works, and if I can get that working, then it should be relatively... Well, it'll be a good learning experience to figure out what goes wrong with it, but also it should then give me enough understanding to expand it and fill that room with Larry harvested plants. I hope. I think it'll work. Come on, fill the tank. Suppose I don't technically need to wait till this fills, but since I need water because I keep coughing, I'll just let that do while I fill my water bottle. See which bottle fills first and whether I get an explosion. Nope, no explosion. Thanks, Camo. Thank you for the 30 months. What have we blown up this week? Nothing. Yet. If I don't pay attention here, this will be what blows up. There we go. 18 megapascals. That'll take a while. Right, whatever. Fill that up later. Do I need anything else for... I'm gonna need more cable. That's something I am gonna need lots more of. In the cables, I'm gonna need Places for the, like, I'm gonna need storage for the seeds and for the stuff that it pulls out. I wonder if I'll end up using a silo or whether I'll just use a vending machine or something with storage. But yeah. Yep, probably some more water pipes would be not a bad idea. Don't remember if I left any downstairs in the place with the things and the plants. Don't recall. That'll do. For now. I am terrified of what I'm going to have to try and understand in order to be able to program this thing. But I reckon there's a decent chance I can do it all with loops. Just to annoy people. Um... Do you need stackers? I think you need stackers to make silos or vending machines work, don't you? Now, reminder, this is not intended to be an optimal setup. This is a test build setup. This is a let's see if I can make this work kind of setup. Also, I don't need to have my suit on. Unless I want to use my jetpack, which no, I don't need my suit on. I can use my jetpack. If we start the dock here, then we're going to need enough rail to go along the whole thing. So it'll be a straight, and then a station. I'm presuming it's a station over each of these things. And then I may need to replace some of these with stations if I want to, like, a pickup for seeds at this end and a drop off for plants at the other end. But the reason I want to do this as a test build is I figure there's a decent chance I'll learn which is the easiest way to do this if I just do it this way first. I don't think you can do a full loop. Can you? Can you loop back to the other side of the dock? I thought it had to be, like, the whole linear bit is that can only go in a line. Some of the devs have, I think, jokingly said... Well, some of them have said things along the lines of how they'd like to turn them into actual trains, but I don't know how likely that is. Feels like if this works and is more interesting than the old grabber things, whatever they were called, Harveys, then I think they were just happy with that. Yeah, I'll get a few more. I'm almost definitely going to need these things. Stationeers with actual trains, that'd be my hope. They need a purpose for them, though, which is the tricky part. And to me, the idea of having like, Larrys running through your base instead of chutes kind of appeals. But I think to make that work, they unfortunately may have made chutes too good. Ah, stupid. Something in my throat making me cough. They have Larry doors. So Larry doors make it perfectly fine. You can have your whole base using Larry's. They're just not very effective. Yet. Oh, I definitely scrolled the wrong way then. Oops. Left those gaps for a reason, and then I immediately forget why I leave those gaps and fill them in. Great job. So, I think initially what I'm going to do is this. I have one station at this end, one station at the other end. So one at the start, one at the end, and that'll be the pick up and drop off. I guess. Okay, now I need to get some lighting in for the plants. I need to pipe up the water. Let's do the water piping now. Where is it going to pass? Go straight up the wall, I guess. Should be able to do that here. Oh, listen to that sound. Because I'm actually in a pressurized space and don't have my suit on. Things make noises. Feels weird. Good weird, but still weird. Yeah, I've got vacuum madness. Does feel like a thing I would get. Alright. Water is connected. Next up is the wiring. Wow, Shadow. Wow. It's not exclusive to vacuum. You're not wrong, though. You're not wrong. See you, Vox. Lights. I'm gonna need an IC. Let's get those. Grow light. Needs electrum, which I have some of over here. So I think I might have spread these out enough that I need 2 grow lights. And the other things I need to make also come from the electronics printer, so I can't speed this up. Even if I make too many grow lights, that's fine. So I'm going to go grab that other bit of electrum that I put on the shelf in here. There we go. Two grow lights, cool. Let's go to housing. So, housing. This should be everything I need to test this out. I think. Goal 1 is get them to be planted. And then goal 2 is get them to be harvested. Oh, wait. I need shoots as well, don't I? And something that the shoots can deliver to. Even if, I suppose the shoots can just dump back out. I don't actually need to have the storage built to make sure this works. Or do I? How do I deliver the seeds? How much info does it give? Plant, harvest, and fertilize plants. You can also grab items from a shoot export bin and drop them in a shoot import bin. Now you can interact with plant trays or shoot bins built under a linear rail or built under its dock. So we need shoot bins, which come from powered shoots. Okay. Which needs Constantan, which I do have up here. Import bin. Oh, yep, cool. Wasn't sure whether this you'd use more than one kit. Because I know some of these things seem to pull more than one. So that's the import and export bins, and so for the export bin, let's have a look. It'll be that way. Can I just use a regular chute? How many? Yes. If I put a regular chute there, and then I put an inlet. Uh-oh. Can I get that back out again without powering this? Will it pop out? I really should have put something cheaper in. Oops. Let's just power it up anyway, because this is worth testing and understanding better. So my thinking is... Oh, yep. sitting there ready to go. Cool. So that should work. I should be able to use just the chutes as a bit of storage while we do this test build, and then I'll use proper things like silos or vending machines after. When we do the proper build.
Hunger caution.
Yeah. Where's the other one of those? What the? Where'd my other powered chute kit go? Why am I blind? Why do I not see this? The heck? Oh, I swapped for the chute. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. Okay. Oh, I should have brought a transformer as well. Need one of them. Let's go grab those. Yeah. I think I want a transformer. I've got heavy cable available here that I can branch off. It'll be nice to have these as a separate thing, rather than having them all combined. Make it much easier to find the right devices. Oh, I left the fridge open. I don't know if that matters. Hello, muted space.
It doesn't just notice, but comments on the mute as well. My word. Unacceptable attentions.
I couldn't resist then. I knew you'd comment on me being aware, so I'm like, nope, I'm going to call it out immediately. I'm not even going to pause.
Just because I was muted from where I've just come from, apparently it remembers that.
That's quite good. I would think.
Yeah, I suppose probably what you want. You know, if you're going to choose, that'll make some sense.
Yeah. Yes. Speaking of choice, have you had anyone knock on your Twitch streams annoyingly before you turn that thing off? Or did you become aware of it before that happened? Shaq?
No, it was Capac.
Oh. Of
It was
course.
Capac who did it and then went, oh, it doesn't work. It only works on Firefox and Chrome. I use Opera.
Oh, right. Is that what he did? Was on Tuesday? Was it already enabled then?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the first night.
Oh, that I didn't realize what he'd tried to do at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I see. I see. Cool. Well, I'm actually at a pretty good break point, I think. Because I've just gotten all the stuff ready for me to do something ridiculously complicated that I am terrified to learn on stream. But I'm going to have to. Oy. Instead, I've got to learn some other things on stream that you were going to teach me over in Archean.
Sensors and PID controllers. All the fun things, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah. It's terrifying.
You put numbers and it does stuff. It's not scary.
Cool. All right. Let's get across to that then. Yeah, I'll be back with more Stationeers next week, but now we'll go over to some Archean.